Right, Jen, if I could put it across to you, something running through my head. Valentine's Day, we've talked about the likes of, you doing your investigations on people if they have worries about what the partner's up to, what a family member's up to, or anything like that, and giving them either proof or help and assistance in where to go from that particular point. Yeah. And indeed, right, I'm going to put it straight on the table for the last chatty bit, stalking.
Right. Okay. So stalking is the darker side of what I would call the darker side of love.
Yeah.
That might sound quite ironic to a victim of stalking,
but
it is a form of love because that person, has an obsession and has a reason.
An obsession.
An obsession.
On the head. Yeah.
What I will say is, stalking is not always taken seriously by authorities. It's not always taken as it should be. The problem with that, obviously, is when you go to report something, you need to make sure that you are, reporting it properly. And I would always advocate that. Stalking can impact lives massively, but not just yours or the victims. It can impact a whole family as well. So, you need to kind of look at that. If you feel you are being stalked, and you want to obviously highlight that again, you can contact me. We can do surveillance. We can stalk the stalker as such, in a legal way.
Yeah.
Obviously, to get that proof for you, obviously to take to the police. We can accompany you to the police station.
Gather the evidence, can't you? Gather
It's often really difficult with stalking because you have to prove that it's kind of over a long time and that it's not just coincidence. And I have a really good friend called Nicola Thorpe who was on Coronation Street. I'm sure you know who she is, and not disclosing anything that wasn't public. When she actually managed to get her stalker to court, she's in the queue waiting to go into the court, where you have sort of your security and things like that. And her stalker is actually in front of her in the queue. No. Yeah. So these things, luckily that worked out all right. There was a conviction, etc. But obviously, that takes a lot to get there.
God, yeah.
So, all I will say is, if somebody feels that, it's harassment or stalking, because there is a fine line, and you need some proof, just, contact me and we can chat about it. We can have that 3-hour consultation.
Yeah.
But we can also signpost you, to the protection teams at the police as well.
Yeah.
So you get into the right person, and that they're taking you seriously, because, it can ruin lives.
Do you know what I feel like? You've seen Crime Watch on the telly, haven't you?
Oh, I have.
Do you know at the end
would be my ideal job, Jason.
No, I know. You'd be spot on for it. You're the Radio Hartlepool crime correspondent, just like Crime Watch and what have you. We might do something down those lines as well.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
For people around the area, not just Hartlepool, but for people around the greater area that we need to keep an eye out for.
Well, we often have, a lot of national documentaries and things like that go out. Very few are local ones.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of cases in the northeast that are unsolved. So
So Jen, just before we finish off today, can you give your details of contact details? Now this is if you want to talk about or discuss anything that we've talked about this morning on 102.4 Radio Hartlepool, or if you need Jen's help or assistance in any way, just get in touch with her. She's absolutely wonderful person to talk to.
Anything to do with love, good, bad, indifferent, that's fine. It's if you contact me on the socials, it's Jen Jarvie or the Crime Institute. You'll find us both on Facebook, or Jen at crimeinstitute.co.uk. Just Google me or LinkedIn. I'm there, or through the ABI website, which is the Association of British Investigators.
Do you know what I want you to say very, very quickly, just before we go? We've got seconds to go, Jen. Do you know on the end of Crime Watch when they said, sleep tight, have a good night, remember, not all crime? Yeah. Could you do something like that just to finish off this hour?
Absolutely. It's Valentine's Day. Enjoy yourselves as a couple, or a throuple if you want to, but stay safe, and, if you need something, shout.
And it's bye from me.
And it's bye from me, and it's bye from you.
So there we go, Jen Jarvie, and I Feel Good Friday, Valentine's Day as well, Jen.
Yeah, all the love in the world, really, still, you will still have crimes that are committed. You will still need somebody to kind of help with that, it's, I just hope, that kind of love throughout Hartlepool is positive.
Oh, it is with you on the radio as well. But how do you think the show went then, Jen?
Well, you know me, I love this. I love doing this. So, yeah. It's lovely to be able to get across real social issues that are impacting people in Hartlepool, you know, and the surrounding areas. But, you know, to give them a little bit of more information with that, you know, I like that.
I think it's absolutely brilliant, wonderful. And you're back in about 3 weeks?
Yes, back in about 3 weeks with a different topic, which is going to be really exciting. Again, it's going to be crime related, it's going to be relatable to you guys in Hartlepool and surrounding areas. And hopefully, you know, Radio Hartlepool 102.4 FM is going to be, you know, the destination to be.
And have a cracking Valentine's Day as well.
Yes. Are you doing anything nice?
I'm not telling you. Not
Oh,
on
it's
the
a
camera.
secret.
Yeah. Very much a secret. I'll get myself into trouble. All right, what we've been talking about and all.